Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Roan Sabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, roansabers.com, where you can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So we have one of many videos I'll be making for the Civilized Hero. This video here will just go through the install options for the Civilized Hero. I'll also be making a breakdown video of just the hilt itself, as well as a video breaking down the accuracy for the entire hilt. So the install options are three different variants. It has the Echo chassis, the Echo CC chassis, and the brass chamber chassis. Now I'll make sure to bring up those videos of the close-ups because I don't think you're going to be able to see a lot of detail from just here, even in zoomed in. But basically you have the Echo chassis, which has just the basic bare bones stuff. I've been using my AMS 3D printer from the X1 Carbon, which allows the multiple color prints, which basically has the Jedi symbol and the Arabesh inlaid within the chassis itself. And so really cool. You have a Shtok V4 connector on the emitter. You have a battery for removable system, positive and negative. You have a kill switch on and off. You have Arabesh that says hello there for where your kill switch when you turn it on. You have a power and auxiliary button in that order for all my installs. It'll be power and then aux. You have a hole for the retention screw, which goes with this steel greebly there. And then you have the ProffieBoard 3.9 or 2.2, depending on what you're wanting. Right now, I'm currently just installing 3.9 with ProffieOS 5 or 7.15. And then you have USB and SD card access, as well as a 28mm speaker. So very cool for bare bones. This STL file will be available as well to purchase if you want to install it yourself. And if you have an AMS printer, you can print off with multiple colors, which would be really cool. Next up, you have the Echo CC chassis. This is going to be, again, printed with the AMS system with the Bronze Metal PLA, except this one has a crystal chamber on it. You have a Shtok V4 connector there. You have a accent pixel there. You have the Roan Sabers logo with the AMS multicolor print as well. You have a power button and auxiliary button. You have, of course, the removable battery system, positive and negative. The same 3.9 ProffieBoard, and the kill switch is a bit hidden underneath here, which is quite nice. I wanted to be able to still utilize a kill switch without taking up much space. And then you have a 28mm speaker. You also have the hole for the retention screw so that the saber is not going anywhere. And last but not least, you have the brass chamber, which is going to be a very limited run. I only have 10 of them available, and 2 of them are already spoken for. And so you have a metal crystal chamber there. You have, again, the Shtok V4 connector in there. You have, it's basically the same chassis as the Echo CC, but it just has a metal chamber. And I had debated about putting a crystal chamber, an actual quartz crystal, inside this chassis, but I did not. So I just have the resin printed ones because I'm pretty happy with that. All of these chassis will have the same sound fonts on them by default. It is for Obi-Wan sound fonts going through his story during episode 3 for my Sassy General sound font on there. This does have a custom boot sound, which will only be available for those that do the commission through me for the install. Now, to insert the chassis is very simple. You just want to line up your ProffieBoard with the control box, and then you want to make sure that the plungers line up, and then it screws in just like that. Now when you put the chassis in and screw everything in, you want to make sure that your plunger system makes contact with the buttons. Now if they don't, you can of course take out the chassis and then just thread in or thread out your plunger system, your plungers themselves, so that it makes the correct tolerance and contact. So yeah, the custom boot sound is really cool. I'm very proud of it.
The Civilized Hero.
Now for the crystal chamber versions, you'll have this pulse, which is just a heartbeat pulse, and then you have kind of an unstable buildup for the ignition, and then you have a really cool lockup feature, which I'll show here. Lockup. So yeah, very cool. And then you do have the TSA connector inside there, so it makes contact with the chassis itself. And you have a Shtok V4 connector inside here in the recessed area, which again, I'll go through that in the breakdown itself. So by default, you'll have this screw that goes into the emitter, which basically stops any shine through from going in there. I have resin printed one for myself and for this demo to be able to go through and do the shine through for that. So I actually might show you real quick before I take the blade out. So that shine through. Without it, it doesn't really have any type of shine through, which is pretty accurate. Now the blade plug itself has this little lip, which again I'll go through in the hilt breakdown itself. It has a little lip that overlaps with this, which is extremely accurate, so you having a blade in or out doesn't necessarily take away any of the accuracy with the emitter. So all of this is going to stay 100% accurate to what the original prop is. You're just taking out this so that you can accept a 7/8 inch blade. Now you can see in there the Shtok V4 connector. Now you have a recessed PCB in there so that you don't take away any of the blade depth whenever the saber is installed, which is really quite neat. I've had some sabers in the past have a 0.7 blade depth here, but then when you add the 0.1 with the PCB hilt side connector, you lose 0.1 inches, and so you don't have as much blade depth. So here you don't lose any blade depth, and you still have maximum blade depth available for this thin neck and emitter. It does have a steel bolt going through here with a copper and brass sleeve. Again, I'll show that in the actual hilt. I won't be able to demo it here because it's wired up already. But yeah, it does accept a 7/8 inch blade, and you do have a retention screw there, which is a 1.3 millimeter hex key. So that's what I have here. Now the sabers will come with that as well, and yeah, let's see, anything else. The hidden vented pommel, it has just a little ring there. It's very nice. The only two things that really differentiate this versus the static prop as far as accuracy goes is the small little gap for your plunger system and then the small little gap for the hidden vented pommel. So again, extremely accurate. I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, without further ado, let's put in a blade and show you off the fonts and some of the features. Alright, so here we have a 27-inch Saber Bay blade. I do recommend the custom Saber Shop blade as well as the Saber Armory blade. Those are a bit more true to 7/8 of an inch. This one runs a bit smaller, so is a bit less snug inside the emitter. The other ones will be true to 7/8 of an inch, so it'll be a lot better for the durability for the swinging and stuff. So first up we have, of course, the Civilized Hero. I also did want to show off the voice pack a bit before I demoed the fonts. So you do have, of course, the ProffieOS voice pack comes with all types of stuff for features, but the most that are easy to demo is the gestures on and off, volume menu, and battery percentage. So I'll do that first.
Gestures off. Gestures on. Battery level 95%.
And then
Volume menu. Maximum volume. Exiting volume menu.
so yeah, you do have gesture features on this that'll come standard for the installs as well. You of course can turn them off as I demoed just now, but twist on and twist off will be the defaults. Now one thing I want to talk about as well is that this will come with my true blue blade style, which is more accurate to the Revenge of the Sith blue than just the deep blue that Proffie has. It's very nice with this saber. I absolutely love it. So again, very easy access. For those that have watched my videos before, the 2-button system for FET263 hasn't really changed much, at least on my installs, and so it's a very simple, straightforward thing. I've also can go through and demo, of course, the sound fonts a bit thoroughly now, but yeah. So smooth swing, accents. It is very loud with the sound venting. I was afraid it was going to be muffled, but it's way better than I thought it was going to be. It's very loud. Blasters. So this will also have a custom blaster effect on there that I made. It basically layers the blast, responsive blast and the blast fade. I'll try to show it a bit here. But yeah, and of course you have your lockup. But yeah. You have multi-blast begin and ends. You have multiple of those.
Hey, you.
But yeah. You have force effects on here as well. Yeah. And then you have a quote player as well.
Oh, I see it. Oh, this is going to be easy.
Now this first sound font is supposed to be reminiscent to him on the Invisible Hand, or the first part of episode 3. So you have multiple tracks on here from the Battle over Coruscant all the way until he basically leaves to Yuntapaw. So...
Oh, I see it. Oh, this is going to be easy. Oddball, do you copy? Mark my position. Form your squad up behind me. Let them pass between us. No, they are doing their job. Then we can do ours. They overshot us. All right, R4. No, nothing too fancy. Flying is for droids.
yeah. You also have a track player through just that section as well. You have the ambience for the Invisible Hand. You have the Battle over Coruscant. Grievous. And then him leaving for Yuntapaw. But yeah. Next up.
Hello there.
This is, of course, General Grievous versus Obi-Wan, that kind of section. And so it has More tracks as well. Arriving on Utapau. Hunting Grievous. Yeah.
I'll keep them distracted until you get there. Just don't take too long. Very well. The burden is on me not to destroy all the droids until you arrive. Unfortunately, the war. With your kind permission, I should like some fuel. And to use your city as a base as I search nearby systems for General Grievous.
Yeah. Next up.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
A long boot sound for that one. So this one is really cool because you can play, I didn't realize this originally, but you can play quotes over Proffie while the saber is off. So basically you can recreate the entire scene of Revenge of the Sith, of this battle, right there. And so I'm going to try to do that here, so bear with me real quick. But you have Mustafar, ambience, and then you have the next track. I'm going to try to go through this.
Let her go, Anakin! Let her go! You have done that yourself! Your anger and your lust for power have already done that. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy. Your new empire? Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy! Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
So that's where you should technically stop, and then change the track. Change it to that one.
You will try.
So as a pre-on of Anakin going, "You will try," and then it ignites, which fits really well. So you can reenact that entire scene. Yeah. Yeah. Next up.
I will take the child and watch over him.
So this is the last font on the default fonts. Of course, the Party Blade can also be added, as well as possibly a Clone Wars sound font, but we'll see about that. But this one right here is the last one. This is, I'm going to say, the Rise of the Empire version, the ending of Revenge of the Sith. And so you have different quotes on here as well.
She's dying. We must take them somewhere where the Sith will not sense that presence. And what of the boy? I will take the child and watch over him. Training. Qui-Gon. She's dying. We must take them somewhere where the Sith will not sense that presence.
Not a lot of quotes on the end of that movie for Obi-Wan, but yeah. So that includes the install details for the Civilized Hero. As soon as this video is posted, the commissions will open on my Etsy and my Instagram. If you are wanting to save some money because Etsy fees are kind of ridiculous, you can message me directly on Instagram, and then you can pay through there, through my PayPal. But yeah, that includes the install for the Civilized Hero. I'm very pleased with it. It's probably my favorite saber to mess around with now. I hope you enjoy it as well. Of course, have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.